I have heard the tremendous outpouring of emotion regarding the government's decision to continue building Site C. I've read the emails, answered the phone calls, I've heard your pleas, and I share your emotions, frustration, anger, and sadness. Our government has decided to throw good money after bad. My Green colleagues and I wanted to cancel Site C. That was our campaign promise. The BC NDP would not budge, so in our confidence in supply agreement, we committed to send it to the BC Utilities Commission for a review for the first time. Frankly, the BCUC report said exactly what we thought it was going to say. The economics of Site C are marginal at best. The project is late and already over budget. Now the government says that this project, originally estimated to cost between $5 and $6 billion, over $8 billion by the time the BC Liberals approved it, is now going to cost us over $10 billion, if we're lucky. The BCUC report said it could even be higher. With the economic suspect at best, and the reality that we can get the same power from a distributed portfolio of alternatives, I figured the government would finally consider the negative impacts on the environment, agricultural land, and the opposition of First Nations. The government committed to renewing relationships with Indigenous people. Every minister and cabinet is mandated to the full implementation of the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. I have said in the past that this government will be measured by their actions, not their words, and certainly not by how many times they open press conferences by recognizing traditional territories. In this regard, they have failed. Now we have a threat of a $1 billion civil suit for treaty infringement and the threat of an injunction, further putting the decision to proceed at peril. In the end, these costs were not considered in the decision. They chose politics over sound, evidence-based decision-making. The government has tried to frame this decision as being about affordability, funding for education, daycare, housing, and transit. They have said that this was a difficult decision. In reality, the difficulty that has been exposed is the desperate attempt to reframe this bad decision. The government made a choice. They chose to cancel bridge tolls on the Port Mann and Golden Ears bridges, a decision that I and my colleagues vigorously opposed. That ill-conceived promise made in the heat of the campaign while chasing the BC Liberals down the rabbit hole is going to cost British Columbia billions. Canceling the bridge tolls cost us more than $4 billion. That was brought straight onto the provincial debt and is more debt than Site C would have cost. No matter how they spin it, this was their choice. The bridge toll decision put us in a corner, and now future generations will be saddled with the cost of that awful political decision. It was pure politics. We laid out a positive vision for the future energy policy in British Columbia. We have so much potential in our province, and I was hopeful right up until the final moment that government was going to embrace that vision. But they did not. I share your frustration. Site C was a boondoggle made by the BC Liberal government. Now this BC NDP government owns it. Now Site C is their project, and we are all going to pay for it for a very long time.